Hey guys, Keith from Kegland, and today we're doing a follow-up video on this rum I made 10 months ago. And you might remember I actually used some of these polyphoenix oak sticks and did a bit of an experiment and toasted them a little bit differently so you could find out, how they would work with various different samples of rum. Anyway, so this is the batch I did in that video using the big polyphoenix still. You might remember did a big batch there, ran it off into these bottles, and I've got essentially a control here. So that's basically the one who has unoaked, so I didn't add any oak to it all. That's why it's completely clear. Then I've got these three samples here. One where I've got the oak where I toasted it with a blowtorch for about a minute. Basically got this with the matte gas torch, hit it with the side of the oak, and just toasted two of these sides and then dropped it into the bottle. So there's a bit of a gradient, I guess. So there's some charred, almost like complete charcoal on one side. I'll just pull it out of the bottle so you can see it here. It's a shame it's kind of still wet. Maybe I should dry this out a bit before I pull it out. But anyway, this is what it's like here. And as you can see, it's got like quite a charred, deep char on some sides, so much so that it's even rounded off some of the corners of the oak chips on two of the sides there. So I kind of thought maybe the gradient would be interesting because then you've got some raw oak, some of the toasted oak, some carbon in there, and see how that would work. And it's going to mimic an oak barrel pretty well, I guess. And then I've got these other two samples where these were basically just stuck in my normal conventional home oven. I made sure it was pretty clean, so I didn't have aromas from other stuff going into the oak, and just literally stuck them in there at 210 degrees. And I've got this bottle here, which was in there for 2 hours, and this one where the oak stick was in the oven for 3 hours. Anyway, let's taste these samples and see how we go. Okay, so I've had a bit of a sip and a smell, and I would say, look, obviously the oak has made a massive difference. I mean, you probably can see from the color straight off the bat. We've got these two here, which are quite a bit darker, and this one here, where probably because only half of that oak stick was toasted, it hasn't taken on the same level of color. Definitely out of these samples here, I would say these two are probably my favorite in the middle. Look, going from this side to this side, firstly, I'll say when you taste, firstly, I should say, if you taste this, unadulterated sample rum straight out of the still, sat there for 10 months, this one still it's got a lot of fruitiness to it. So that's kind of, nice in some respects, but there's a harshness, kind of like a solventy harshness, which still is there. And that doesn't exist, obviously, the ones with oak. So oak, firstly, you'll say, does absorb a lot of that harshness and mellows it out a lot. Now, when I got this particular product, I think maybe it's the carbon, but I think the carbon on the outside has soaked up a lot of that harshness, but it doesn't have the intense flavor of these other two that have been in the oven. So look, I would say that if you're gonna oak something really long term, then maybe just charring it with the blowtorch like that might be the good way to go. This is really desirable. Definitely getting some good fruity elements off this. So some really fruity elements off the nose, kind of like a little bit of dried fruit. And yeah, definitely getting some notes of some kind of nuttiness as well. I would say that the complexity is definitely there. It's picked up like some sort of nutty roasted, nut sort of thing, and then some dried fruit thrown in there. Not massive on the vanilla, I would say. When I tasted these two here, they were kind of like a big vanilla hit. So when I smell them straight off, I get a lot of that straight away. So a huge amount of vanilla. Look, I suppose being 210 degrees where we toasted that's kind of what you would expect. But out of these two ones that have been toasted in the oven, I actually say the one that's been toasted a bit less is my preferred. So I would say 2 hours for these oak sticks in the oven is the better way to go, rather than the 3 hours. When I taste the 3 hour one, once again, it just lacks a bit of complexity. I think it's toasted so long that we don't get that same level of vanilla and the flavor out of the oak. The nuttiness and flavor is just not as well rounded, I think, as the 2 hour. Look, it's pretty close, to be quite frank. If I'm going to compare these two, and if I was closing my eyes, I'd probably find it difficult to tell the difference between the 2 and the 3 hour. But ever so slightly, I would say the 2 hours in the oven for the oak sticks is a good way to go. And when I compare the method of, oak aging in the oven and, just flaming them with the blowtorch, look, I would say right now, this one is probably aged a lot quicker. And this one is probably, if I only had 1 year to quickly age something, I would say probably the oven would be my method. So I'd say this one tastes better than this one is my complete honest truth. However, I tend to think that, you know, if I was to leave this longer, and if it was sort of like a 2 or 3 year process, I would tend to think the one that's been flamed with the blowtorch would actually be the better product long term. So look, I'll leave that with you guys, what that takeaway is. Definitely all of them taste way better than that. So, you know, oaking is such a great way to go. And man, these oak sticks are so easy to use. Like whether it's oven or hitting with a blowtorch, just drop them straight in the bottle. I mean, that is so much easier than oak barrels and a lot of other oak stuff. And look, we do sell oak barrels, and I think they've got a really nice ambience to have one of them, you know, in your whiskey tasting room or whatever. But if you just want to get the job done, I think these oak sticks are, you know, quite frankly, they're awesome. Well, that's it, guys. If you want to see us do any other experiments with regards to distillation, put it in the comments below. You can request it down there, and if we get enough likes and comments of the same type, we'll definitely make a video. We might even do a little bit of tequila down the track, or a lot of the testing with the air still as well. It's got the air still, which has now been finished, so that's basically getting out there. And we'll start doing some videos on how to make vodka or use essences or whiskey or rum on the air still, so that's kind of exciting. But certainly subscribe to the channel if you're into any distillation, because we've got a number of videos coming out. I've actually got the next video, which is I've done a test with just some cheap Aldi whiskey, and I'm gonna see if oak aging that has turned it into like an expensive whiskey. So check that one out. Definitely bottom right hand corner, hit subscribe now, or jump on our Facebook homebrew community group. We've got a huge number of people on there now sharing tips and tricks on how to use all this type of gear and lots of other stuff. Anyway, that's it, and see you next time. Bye.